Time for the reviews, my nigga.
All right, I'm leaving.
Your boy.
Which one?
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
I said Lil Uzi Vert.
Lucifer.
Lucifer. The devil in the flesh.
I don't know if that's my boy.
You trying not to say that's your boy now?
I don't know if that's my boy.
After years and years and years of 3 6 Mafia influence,
No.
you're like, I don't know about this one.
I don't know if 3 6 would have took him under the wing.
Well,
No, you're like, he signed to DJ Paul.
right.
Right.
Lil Uzi Vert has just released his album. I believe it's titled Luv Is Rage 2. Just so you know, the LUV is like an acronym for Lil Uzi Vert. I bet you didn't know that. But you didn't know that. You didn't know that, did you? All right, blew your fucking mind. All right, yeah, but Lil Uzi Vert just released a new album. Yeah, he released the second album to his Luv Is Rage series. And to be honest, Jack, I'm gonna be honest, I had really high hopes for this album.
You did?
Yeah, I had some hopes.
I know you try to basically get me
into Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, get me to listen to him. Did it come at a good time?
You know, I don't know, man. I want to know your thoughts on this album. Being that you're not really that large, you're not that.
I've never heard of him.
You're never really big on Lil Uzi Vert.
Not big on him, and never heard a full album through.
Right.
It was getting a little, to me, it started sounding the same.
Right.
You know, he needed to switch it up. He needed to do his rap without the auto-tune type shit on it. You know, he needed some songs that had him doing his auto-tune choruses and then spit normally on the beat, and then maybe have some songs where he's full-blown auto-tune, maybe have some songs that he was full-blown no auto-tune at all.
Right.
You know, but more variety. It started sounding the same to me. It was like I wanted to skip a few tracks.
Right.
You know, where I was like, I'll listen to it through.
Right.
I'll listen to it through just to hear. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Right.
You know, on those tracks, I should have skipped forward. Like, to me, I feel like next time I hear him, I'll skip forward if I ever hear him. Right.
You
know, and he had some. His best tracks to me were the tracks that he actually spit without putting the auto tune on. Like, those were his best tracks to me.
Right.
And where his spitting went the hardest. You know, the rest, he was it sounded whiny. He was like really whiny. Like, he was whining. It really did. Like, with that auto-tune. When you do too much auto-tune, it starts to sound whiny.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying that he was whining on it. He wasn't. I mean, at times, you know, spitting for the ladies. So.
That comes from Lil Wayne.
But yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I used to say that about him too. Like, it sounds whiny.
Right.
But yeah, so he was doing that, and I will say this, and I'll stand by it. The hardest verse on that album, Lil Uzi Vert's album, was The Weeknd's verse.
Oh shit.
That shit went hard.
Right.
Like, he executed perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
So the song with The Weeknd is probably your standout track.
That and the one with Pharrell. Those two stood out to me. And what was number 3 also? I'm trying to think. Hey, Todd, help me out here, Todd.
Sauce it up.
That shit was catchy.
So my take on this is I feel you. Like I said, I had high hopes for Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
And I know some people was like, why, nigga, why?
Yeah, I feel, yeah.
I just did. I expected, I've heard Lil Uzi Vert. I see the appeal to Lil Uzi Vert. I'm able to follow the game. I'm able to see the trajectory of things. But I'm going to be real with you. I did come into this album going, what is he going to do that's going to be impressive, that's going to take it to next level?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like there was anything here that let me know that he was next level, with the exception of the track that he did with Pharrell. To me, that was
the pinnacle of it.
That was the best track on the album, and maybe people feel differently or whatever. But
I also
that song is cold.
The Way Life Goes went hard too.
Right.
That had a good like message behind it, and just it was a dope track. That was a dope track also. That's what I'm saying. It was up and down.
I definitely like the early 20 Rager on there because I know that I can picture that being performed. At a concert and shit just going like berserk. Yeah. Right? And then people just getting in the zone and wild out. And I kinda like that. It's kinda rock star-ish a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A little bit.
But all in all, man, I feel the same way. I feel like all these songs kinda blend together and they all kinda sound the same. Yeah. I wish that he would have done something impressive.
He had some good production.
There's some good production.
It was decent. I wouldn't say it was actually good. I would say it was decent production.
It was decent, but I think that I really honestly believe, truly believe that this album is not meant to be consumed quickly. I do believe that you're supposed to consume it over time, and I do believe that a lot of these songs will get better as you listen to them more than one time. Like even the EXO Tour Life, I didn't fucking like that song when it first came out. I didn't like it. It took 15, 20 listens before I was like, yo, this is a fucking hit.
See, that's a lot of listens though.
That is a lot of hits. But see, that's really how music used to be though.
See, some people will cut it off before if they have to hear it that many times. Right. Eventually, they're just like, I'm cutting it off.
You know what? I know some people
by chance hear it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what song I wasn't really feeling when I first heard it. It's weird, I know, but the Snoop Dogg and Pharrell song, "Drop It Like It's Hot." The first time I heard it, I was like, I'm not feeling this.
Eventually that shit caught on to you.
20 listens later, it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
That's bold.
That is, it's one of my favorite songs, but the beat was cool.
It's one of yours. That's an opinion.
Yeah, it's just an opinion. You know what I mean? Yeah. Top 200 favorite songs of all time, that's in there.
Okay, I could dig that.
Right. And I feel like this album has a lot of that throughout the album. That it's meant to be played. Like, I don't think that they didn't know what they were doing. Right, you understand? It's DJ Drama and Don Cannon behind them. They've done it enough up to this point. I think they know exactly what is gonna take place. I think maybe in a month or two, people are gonna come back to this album and say this shit was pretty dope. Maybe not. Maybe people will just write this off as just pure fucking trash. Another thing too is there's definitely a lot of in the beginning, there's a lot of satanic references in there that I believe that can turn people off. Even though I know he's just fucking with everybody. Yeah. He's just putting it in your faces just to kind of fuck with you. I can see that turning off some people. We were literally on the plane coming back from Anaheim, and I put it on, and me and my girl had the little double headphone jack that you let us borrow. Yeah. And we get to number 2, which is the 444 plus 222. Yeah. And my girl 666. Literally, as soon as it came on, my girl started rocking to it like, oh, okay, I like the beat, you know what I'm saying? And then I turned the phone to her and she took the earplugs out and she was like, I don't want to hear this shit anymore. And I was like,
some people take it that serious.
Right, I was like, you gonna take it that serious, but you've been listening to 3-6 Mafia whole fucking life, really?
The thing is, in comparison, there is no comparison. There is nowhere near.
You talking about 3-6
Mafia?
No, there isn't. But how do you say I don't want to listen to this because it's satanic, and then say I'm gonna listen to this?
I hear.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about music wise.
Even when you were saying earlier, when you said when you listen to 3-6, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, he speaks kind of like how they would try to talk, but not the same way.
That early morning radio, they kind of shouted out 3-6.
Yeah, but it was still his style, and it ain't really. It
doesn't sound like them. No, it doesn't sound anything like that. And it sounds more like Auto-Tune Wayne.
Yeah, and only 3-6 and Bone Thugs and Harmony can pretty much accomplish that. Dark, fast rap. Little devil.
Well, he wasn't doing that. Right.
But even then,
when I'm talking about,
they weren't serious about it either. So I mean, when people take him serious, it's like you shouldn't take anyone serious when they spit like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like fucking around. Yeah,
just rap about dark shit.
So people take that serious though, man, because I can see why people take it serious. I can see why people they don't want to hear it. If somebody tells me I don't want to hear this shit, it's devil worship. I'd be like, all right, I'm not going to knock you. I'm not going to be like God isn't real. I'm not going to do all that shit to him. That's just too much. Like, if they don't want to do it, don't disrespect them. Turn the shit off. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's right now that's playing his fucking album at the house party tonight, Just turn. If somebody say they want to hear, just turn the shit off.
Just switch it to the next.
Don't get
track.
into it. Don't get into no fucking religious argument.
And if they don't want to hear this person at all because he says things here and there, or he had that track, period.
Right.
Just go to the next album.
Just go to the next album. Yeah. Just take off the whole album.
Just go play some 3 6 Mafia.
Play it for yourself, and then fucking worship Satan in your own room.
Just go play some 3 6 Mafia after him. You know what I'm saying? Like replace this with some 3 6. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you do to get back at him.
And actually go to the old days. Play some 666 Mafia.
I'll play some Papa Macano by 3 6 Mafia.
Well, before they changed the name, they were 666 Mafia, so it sounded even worse.
Right,
666 Mafia. Right. So go to the Underground Volume 1, 2, and 3. Go listen to that, and then they'll really be like, all right, put Lil Uzi Vert back on.
Yeah, right.
It's not as bad as that.
Right. Yeah. All in all, what do you rate this album on a scale of 1 to 10, man?
Woo. He got work to do, bruh.
Oh shit.
He's sitting at a 6.
6. I can dig that.
And you can dig that? Okay.
Yeah, I can dig that. I'm probably gonna give this. I give it a 6 too.
He probably appreciates those 6s. He's like, if there was 3 podcasters on this show, he was gonna give me a 6 as well. I feel it. It's gonna be 3 6s.
Open up hell's doors.
Oh my god.
I would even go as low as a 5.
Yeah, really.
But I do believe that there's that the music isn't. It's
something to build on.
I think it's going to build on it. So I really honestly believe that in maybe a month or 2, other songs are going to come out from the album that people may not pay attention to. They're going to become catchy, and then they're going to become. I really think that like in a few months, people are going to be talking about Lil Uzi Vert.
There's some potential,
level.
But we'll see.
Hey, listen.
I don't know.
808s and Heartbreaks when it first came out.
Oh man, I know.
It was a little weird at first, and then it grew on you. You learned to love certain songs.
That was one of my favorite Kanye albums.
Right. I do believe that this Lil Uzi Vert has that kind of same aspect to him. But we'll see. Maybe we'll revisit it and we'll know that.
And the difference though between their auto-tune is Kanye did it really good. Like Lil Uzi Vert's using it, but it's oversaturated.
That's debatable.
No, it is. Right. But he did it good compared to a lot of people who try to do it. Right. Him and Snoop accomplished it in their own way, and they worked it right. You know what I'm saying? T-Pain still held it down as one of a kind.